My country people, on a well done, on a good morning, wherever you are this very point in time. My message today and also my broadcast today is how to be a mix-up of English and broken, so that everyone out there, whether you are educated or you are not educated, you can be able to get a glimpse of what my news is all about. In case it is your first time of hearing my voice and you never hit the subscription button, I want you to go and hit it right away, so that you will be getting updates on when we post something new or when we go live for this particular channel or any other channel that have to do with Okute Daily Talk. I still remain your one and only. I still remain that your brother, Onye Nkegu, that your speaker, which you always gladden to hear his voice, Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to you the undiluted truth about the things that is happening within and around us. Do not forget, subscription is very, very necessary, so that you will be getting updates anytime anyone posts anything at this channel. So without not taking much of our time, please let us hit the what? Let us hit the ball running. According to this Yibo, IPOB have blamed security operatives for killings in the southeast, claims they are the unknown gunmen. We know this right from very long time ago, and we are not giving up our claims, and we have everything, every evidence to back our claims. Unknown gunmen in the east is important violence, and they are the security operatives that they have sent down to our land to protect us, but rather they have turned the other way around to destroy us. In any way, why should I say that they are sent to protect us? They are being sent by the cabals to destroy the peace we have, or the peace we are enjoying in the southeastern region. They have spoiled their own region, which is the northeast, northwest, and north central, with their politics and their selfishness. Now they want every part of the country to also suffer the same fate. That is why they initiated this system of unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen simply means unknown police detectives, unknown DSS detectives, unknown SSS detectives, and the rest of them. They are the one that formed this group, and they are the one that is spearheading this group. So anyone out there telling you that you don't know who is unknown gunmen, right from the first day they attacked the prison in Owerri, I called my friend and I said, these people they are called unknown gunmen is being perpetrated this act just to tarnish the image of the IPOBs, just to blackmail the IPOBs, the ESN, and everything that have to do with the Biafra. That is exactly why they formed this group. And since then, this group have been going on and on and on and on and be doing some certain things. When they caught some criminals, they will call them unknown gunmen, but the real unknown gunmen is men in uniform. And nobody have ever caught them, not once and not twice. If you doubt me, then let them bring the pictures of when they catch them. Because unknown gunmen always cover their faces. They always use masks, just like what all these bandits in the northeast, northwest, and north central. They always use scarf to cover every part of their body. The only what you will see is their eyeball. That is exactly the mode of operation of unknown gunmen. So all these criminals of, all these Ndori Otakara, where they keep getting here and there and tell you that these unknown gunmen, they are not. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. Unknown gunmen in the Igbo land, in the Biafra land, is police, DSS, SSS, Navy, military, and the rest of them, all of them combined together, committing heinous crimes in our land. Now, the current news that will burst your bubbles is that 613, what do they call it? They call them repentant terrorists. I beg, make una tell me, Ashawo they repent? Have you ever seen real Ashawo? Real Olosho will come and tell you, I don't repent to. Can that happen? Even in marriage, they still went about their normal businesses. That is the same way you can come and tell me that they have a repentant terrorist. Well, I don't blame them. All these things is what they instigate and integrate into the army, into the military, into the air force. Most of them don't even know their left from their right. But you find out that they will be the one to occupy the most sensitive positions in the military, in the navy, and in the other military apparatus. And that is why you see our security architecture is nothing. Because the people that occupy those seats, they know nothing about it. Just like all this one, they say they are repentant Boko terrorists. That is the ones. It's just like one video that surfaced once upon a time. A Boko Haram commander, a big terrorist, found in the forest, is the one they initiated and gave him Major General. He don't even know when to salute. He don't even know his left from his right. He don't even know when to do his right and the left right. On national TV, and they are there mooning themselves, and people are clapping for them. Clapping to their stupidness. Clapping to their ignorance. Clapping that they are planning to derail this country and make this country to die. Clapping that they have already sworn that this country called Nigeria must solely go down before they will be able to leave this country alone. These are the foreigners we accepted in our lands. Well, I cannot blame ourselves because this is what we come to meet. But I have to blame our forefathers wherever they are at this moment. They should be the one to come and receive all this punishment that we are receiving for sins we know nothing about. For what we don't know anything about, that is what we are suffering today. Their past mistake of accommodation. What kind of stupid accommodation? The people you accommodated are the ones that have controlled the helm of affairs of this country. They are the ones that have vowed that no any Easterners will ever emerge to be a prominent person when they talk about government. You don't allow the Easterners to attain the position of power in the federal level, yet you refuse them to go. You can't beat a child and then tell that child not to cry. It is never done and can never done in any way. The international community have all gone silent. Nobody knows what is happening in Nigeria again. But once there's any coup in Nigeria now, you see them, they step in. Of course, if there's anything now that I do, or the masses begin to do something now that will tarnish the image, just like what happened in Burkina Faso. The ECOWAS are there since. The maltreatment, the poverty that have ravaged that very country, they said nothing. Rather, they cover the eyes of those so-called presidents who have nothing to do other than the playing games of I blame you, you blame me. After all, I met insecurity when I come, and I met a debt of 1 naira. Now the debt is 10 naira. Why must you blame me? After all, you left debt. But when you are campaigning to go there to make changes. But instead of you to make changes, you rather turn the other way around, and the changes they will get, instead of getting it better or getting it right, you get it all wrong. Just like this present administration that is holding Nigeria hostage. Coming into the office 2015, you campaign that $1 will be equal to 1 naira. Now $1 is equivalent to 1,000 naira. The economy have gone worse than it was 60 years ago. Nigeria have been drawn back to the Stone Age, when we are still under the not even military rule, under our slave masters, our colonial rules. Those UK who said they discovered Nigeria, whereby Nigeria have been in existence even before the UK. That is exactly what we are facing today. And tomorrow you come out and tell us that the IPOB or whatever it is the problem of Nigeria. Who says so? Could they put that in? Could they put it in? Now anyone that have ever come out and make any silly statement concerning the IPOB or Biafra, Ugu go kill that person. You form an alliance, call them unknown gunmen. This same APC government form it. We are still shouting, oh, how can we avoid this unknown gunmen? They brought us another unknown bishops, and people are clapping for them, clapping to the ignorance, clapping to their stupidity, clapping to their lack of moral decadency, clapping to them that they are warming up to come and derail the country the more, and nobody is asking questions. Anyway, time shall tell. It will not happen forever. It can never happen forever. But the time of liberation is coming, and that time is near. It is not going to be far. Africa, this one is world news because of the incoming pandemic that is about warming up. I don't know how it will start. I don't know how it will end. But Bill Gates have already made it clear and open that another very heavy pandemic is coming. Either they will call it coronavirus, COVID-19, or maybe COVID-23. We don't know. But the world have already started planning. And Nigeria have been excluded from the World Bank of the money they are launching for the protection of that virus. Let me read the headline before you misunderstand me. Africa, World Bank excludes Nigeria in their $1.9 billion COVID-19 response launch. You get the point now? You don't get it? Then forget it. Why Buhari couldn't remove fuel subsidy? Who is talking this one? He's saying his name is Femi Adesina. The problems we have in Nigeria. Ogugo kill them one by one very soon. Federal government begins payments of service allowances to military retirees. So this is an information, and as I want to pass it to general public, in case of those of us who in one way or the other, either their parents or their great-grandparents have served in the Nigerian military, they are beginning to pay their allowances, their gratuities. So if you have never read the news, please hear it and hear it from the horse's mouth. The allowances have begun. I will disclose the date to you and where you can go to get yours if they are serious, because most of times all these things are audios sharing. People will go there, they will litter around the said office from morning until dawn, only for them to get disappointed and tell them to come back the next day, not even asking them whether they have a transport fare for the one that they come. That is Nigeria for you. Most of the people waiting for all these allowances, from the day they retire, they wait for it until they go to their grave. They are still waiting for this allowance in their grave. That is the country that people are dying to save. I blame the military and the police. In fact, there is where it will reach now. Let's just allow this country, let it decay. You understand me? Because I wanna if yam no decay, another one cannot germinate. That is exactly the point and the problem with Nigeria. And I think it is better everybody just hands off this country, let it decay, so that another new country, Nigeria, will emerge. Or the decays can go in the form of Oduduwa Republic. You people should have your way. Biafrans that we are fighting for, you can have your way. And also the Arewa, if they want to go, they can also have their way. 2023, back on Ahiaramu, our able Abado Prezo, a big presidential candidate, he don't come again, no. He says you should vote for him, that he will make everybody rich. I will convert all the convertibles. He convert all the Yahoo talents and make them rich. How? Can you tell us how we are going to do it? Converter. When you were Lagos state government, that was the time that the Agboro increased in Lagos state. As you are a converter, I don't see where you have converted any Agboro to be something rather than destroying their lives in the parks. When you were governor of Lagos state, Oluwale, which have been in Lagos state, that is a people's talents. I mean, main talent. These people are talented more than even the Yahoo boys they are talking about. Yet, he couldn't convert them. Till tomorrow, we still have Oluwales. I mean, boys in their productive age. Do you know these dirty jobs in Lagos mainland and island? Whereby in a one room, they can give you any kind of visa, even if you want visa to heaven. All those boys can produce it and give it to you. They are Yoruba guys. Yes, you didn't convert them. Just small Lagos. So now you want to convert the Yahoo boys that fool the whole country. Almost every state have millions of people into Yahoo because of bad government. So tell me, how are you going to convert them? Are you equally going to send money to all of them, both the ones that are living in diaspora, either for them to stop what they are doing and use the money you send to them to to start a new life and forget about the yahoo they are doing. Make una dey do the promise one I go fit do o. Make una dey make promise one I go fit fulfill. This one now, if you check very well now, you find out that the person that is making this statement will not even be the presidential candidate, but their spokesperson. And that is the only way they are putting Nigeria into captivity. If you come and campaign anything for me, if I get to receive tomorrow, when you ask me, my response will be to you is that, do you hear it from my mouth? Even if you take me to court, did you hear it from my mouth? That I paid one idiot, I mean one liar to campaign for me and make all these promises does not mean that you hear it from my mouth. So if I take you to court, I will win you. Because you can only hold me by my words. By law. So please let us proceed. IPOB blamed the security operative for the killings in the southeast. Claims they are the unknown gunmen. Operatives of the Nigerian security agencies have been blamed for the incident killings of innocent residents in the southeast region of the country. Okutelu report that the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has claimed that security operatives are behind what most people describe as unknown gunmen in the region. And this thing we also have to make this clear to each and every one of us out there concerning these allegations on Simon Ekpa being the one who is instigating killing people here and there. Let me quickly correct this impression before I move further. Simon Ekpa can issue a sit at home, but bear this in your mind that the people that is carrying out these killings are the Nigerian operatives. They are the one that will go and they clothe themselves in whatever it is being called, either mask or whatever, and tell you that they are representing, they are enforcing the sit at home, simply because that is what they have been waiting, so that they can kill people and destroy properties in our land. So nobody in any way should blame Simon Ekpa for whatever reasons. Yes, he can make the pronouncement, but be rest assured that the unknown gunmen who carries out all this or enforcing this sit at home are the Nigerian security operatives, the police, the DSS, the military, the navy, and the rest of them. Even the man no war, they are the one that are doing this. So the earlier you know this, the better for all of us. Okute News report that the indigenous people of Biafra, which is us, has claimed that the security operatives are behind what most people describe as a non-government in our land. The separatist group accused operatives from security agencies of being responsible for the continuous killings of Igbo people and displacement of communities in the region. IPOB in a statement on Thursday titled, Nigerian security agencies are the unknown gunmen terrorizing Igbo land, signed by its spokesperson, Emma the Powerful, claimed that the Nigerian security agencies are the non-government terrorizing Igbo land. There's no doubt about it. The group alleged that some security operatives on New Year Day killed about 50 youths and blamed the gruesome incident on unknown gunmen. IPOB submitted that we, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, condemned the massacre of Biafran citizens by the Nigerian government, comprised security agencies, while deceiving the general public that the killers are unknown gunmen and IPOB. Yes, of course, you should know about this now. You should know about this. Barely 30 minutes of prison break, the prison attack in Imo State. The then former IG, Inspector General of Police, just come out on national TV that the IPOB are the one that perpetrated that act. You know any investigation, nothing whatsoever. For you to know that it is a plan. They have already concocted and planned it, that once it happens, the next thing you will see on all this what do they call it? All this our brown envelope media houses, just like Seun Kitty address them. They will just carry it on their head. Everything they will just call it IPOB. Even in their own houses, if their woman do anything, they will tell, oh, it is IPOB that instigated you to do it. And that IPOB, I go kill all of them one by one. Nigerian government and its compromised security agencies have made this year's Christmas season a season of human harvest of killings and displacement of peaceful Igbo communities. And the Igbo elders are there watching. They target Igbo youths who returned home for Christmas for massacre just to portray Igbo land as unsafe. All the killings of Igbo and displacement of communities were done by Nigerian security agencies, and government-sponsored Ebubagu, which later blamed it on unknown gunmen and ESN operatives. Some security agencies recently went to bar in Anambra village and murdered without mercy about 50 youths who were celebrating New Year in their community and later claimed it was unknown gunmen. We know that. And the blood of these innocents will never let this country to go scot-free. This is to tell you that the terrorists in Nigerian army uniforms are responsible for all the killings in every community in Biafra land. Nigerian security agencies are the unknown gunmen terrorizing our Biafra land. We are calling the attention of the international community, Amnesty International, human rights watch organizations, American government, Russian government, German government, UK government, United Nations Human Rights Organization, and Israel government, Canadian government, French government, and all the diplomatic missions in Abuja to the ethnic cleansing agenda happening in Biafra land, particularly in Igbo land. Can these people intervene? They will never. Simply because they have the interest of the mineral resources in Nigeria. So if they can intervene and Nigeria is at peace, then everybody will reason well to know what is happening. But they have inserted this confusion in our land, in our country, so that they will be busy taking out our mineral resources to develop their own land. But the God Almighty, He who sees in light and darkness, must surely punish every country that have hand in what is happening in Nigeria and in Biafra land. This prayer, I seal it with the thunder and from Amadioha to every country, wherever you are. I don't care what you represent, but bear it in mind that the blood of the innocent being shed on a daily basis in that country must surely speak when the time is right. Why Buhari couldn't remove fuel subsidy? Femi Adesina reviews. That is one of their campaign promises. Then barely some months to go. Some months to go. You came out now to tell us why he cannot remove fuel subsidy. Your children will die untimely death. Presidential spokesman Femi Adesina has explained why President Muhammadu Buhari could not remove fuel subsidy until now, even after describing it as a fraud. Yes, he came in and enjoyed into that same fraud as well. In an interview on Channel television on Wednesday night, Adesina said his principal's inability to remove fuel subsidy was due to economic and social factors. He asserted that removing subsidy on petrols makes a lot of economic sense, but does not make any social sense, stressing that the president needed to weigh his options because of his social consequences involved. The president said that petrol subsidy has stayed longer than required. He added that almost every Nigerian has now come to the realization that it must come to a stop. Then what happened? He said, removing fuel subsidies makes a lot of economic sense but does not make social sense. President Buhari is somebody that looks at the social sense of whatever he will on whatever he will do. But the time has come for it to go. When? I laugh in Bangladesh. In the beginning, his Buhari's position was what was first subsidy really. But over the years, it became evident that the country was bleeding, the economy was bleeding. There was a lot of hemorrhage which needed to be stopped, and the time came, and that time is now. When? Before you go? The truth that nobody can deny is that the fraud of fuel subsidy has stayed for very long. Each time there is an attempt to fight the fraud, you have to contend with the labor force, which is equal to the social sense. It is said that when a rat patches on a sensitive part of your body and you want to use a sledgehammer to kill it, you have to be careful because the fly may go away and end up damaging the sensitive parts of your body. So it was the social consequences of it that the government is considering. You are a liar, and all liars should die and go to hellfire. So you just know where you belong. Why don't you make these statements in the last 4 years before he entered the second year? All these things is just medicine after death. Your children will never see anything good. That's the prayers of every single Nigerian out there passing into a lot of pressures and a lot of pains in this so-called country. Federal government begins payment of service allowances to military retirees. Nigerian military retirees or next of kin to deceased military officers have begun receipt of security department allowances from the federal government. Okute News understand that the government initiative to military personnel was aimed at discouraging those who served in the force from using the skills they have acquired while in service to counter the government. The Military Pensions Board had, however, declared earlier that retirees from 2007 are not entitled to the benefits since they were not in service when the program was introduced. Over 90,000 military retirees who retired before 2017 have been deprived of their program since it was initiated. According to the Minister of Defense, Major General Basha Magashi retired. Their exclusion was on purpose because the personnel who retired before the law was signed were not entitled to the allowances. Okute News understand that the affected retired military personnel have embarked on a series of protests in the last 2 years to demand the payment of their allowances. However, President Muhammadu Buhari last year during the inauguration of the 2023 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem and appeal fund said he would approve 134.7 billion naira for the payments of the allowances to all military veterans. In a statement obtained on Thursday, that is yesterday, the chairman Military Pension Board, Rear Admiral Sabua Lawal, said the board has commenced the payments after an agreement has been reached with the retirees. This one that you people will pay half and the third half to go back to their homes. The statement read, subsequent to the approval given by the President for the payment of the Security Department allowance to military retirees who originally were not covered by the November 9 of 2017. Effective date and agreement reached at the ensuing tripartite meetings of the Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Finance, and the representatives of the veteran associations. The Military Pensions Board wishes to inform our esteemed military retirees and the general public that the board has commenced payment of the first and second tranches, that is for first and second quarters of 2023, of the SDA to eligible military retirees and next of kin of the deceased military personnel. The payment, which is fulfillment of the President's approval of the provision of the reviewed manual of financial administration of 2017, will commence on Thursday, that is yesterday, January 23. So, if by any means any of your family member have worked in the army before and retired before 2017, wherever you are, endeavor to reach out to get his or her own allowance. Either you are next of kin or you are a family member, but make sure you have any evidence to show that your family, your brother, your sister, or your father have served in the army and have retired either dead or alive. Lawal retreated that those whose names were on the database and retired before November 9, 2017 would be paid. The statement added, the beneficiaries of these payments are military retirees on MPB database who retired before 9 November 2017. Deceased military retirees who were alive when the MAFA was signed on 9 November. So that means those ones who have died before they signed this one, nothing for them. That is your country. And the non-pensionable retirees who retired before 9 November 2017, but we are only paid gratuities. However, our estimated retirees are please requested to know that the SDA is calculated as a function of 10% of the retirees' annual basic salary at the time of retirement, multiplied by the number of years served in the services. He, however, urged all concerned military pensioners and the NOKs of deceased military personnel to contact their banks for their entitlements. Are they contacting their banks, or their entitlement will be paid into their account? I don't understand. This one is double wahala for that same dead body. When they contact their banks, the banks will also delay them, and the process of bank can take up to years simply because it doesn't concern them. They will tell you, if you cannot wait, go back to your home. That is Nigeria for you. Let us see how our Bado Presdo will convert Yahoo Boys talent to make them rich. Please stay tuned. I'm here for you. Agbakwala also, and a big blockbuster, blockbuster is on the way. 2023, vote for me if you want to be rich. I will convert the talents of Yahoo Boys to Tinubu Nigerians. The presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress, APC, Bola Tinubu, on Thursday declared that he is ready to make wealth for Nigerians. He said part of his plans, if elected as president of Nigeria, is to turn around the economic fortunes of the country and its citizens. Okute News report, Tinubu made the declaration as part of his speech during the All Progressive Congress APC presidential campaign rally in Benin, Edo City. Okay, so you went to the headquarters of Yahoo Boys now. And that is that not Umpare? That one na see finish now. So Edo State now is the headquarters of Yahoo Boys. That is why, because I have seen the whole places you went for rally, even in the north, northeast, northwest, and north central, you never make this statement. When I don't see this finish, we are moving forward, my dear people. Don't mind these people; they know what they are doing. He said a better life must be created for every citizen of the country, and the children of Boli and granite sellers should become doctors, engineers, and nurses, etc. My question to you, our Bado Presdo, so you have all these talents, yet you sold this Otapia to us. Yet you couldn't even at least give him an inch or a pinch of advice on how the country is being run by morons. At least let him make amend. At least give him a little pinch of this your good ideas that you have for the country. Because you are the one that said that when the Germany country is about to rot, they turn to their generals. The video is still out there. Even if you deny it, the internet will never deny. I can never forget. You call us and tell us that when America was about to decay, they turned on to their generals and the country was saved. And after making all the statements, you made us to understand that PDP has ravaged Nigeria. That now is the time we can turn to our general, General Muhammad Buhari, to save us. How far have he saved us? Can you ever at least in one of your campaign, make mention of the progress recorded so far by your APC and the presidential candidate you sold to us? Because this one is not a rumor. You openly came out when you are campaigning for your people, saying that that Buhari was crying, that you single-handedly make him president of Nigeria. And still yet you have the man and the God to come out and begin to make all these silly statements that you will turn Nigeria into Dubai overnight. Yet the person that you sold to us is still at the seat. He still has some months to go. Give him at least a little advice so that he can at least, even if I can do Nigeria like 1% of Dubai, we will know that yes, you are truly God sent. That what you are saying, you have already give your principal the IQ on how to do it, and you will continue from where he stopped. But rather no, You hide it to yourself and allow the country to decay to this point, abi? God will repay you. That's it. If you ever smell the damage Nigeria, it's never Nigeria again. Also at the rally, Tinubu said the talents and abilities of Yahoo boys should be converted to productive ventures, and that is part of what his administration will focus on if elected into power. The former Lagos state governor said that the age, right structure and the strategy in place, poverty can be defeated in Nigeria. He said, I will turn Edo state to energy state. I will convert Yahoo boys and make them useful by converting their talents and intellects to produce chips for industries. We can defeat poverty, ignorance, and homelessness. We have the knowledge, we have the brain to do it. Trust me, I am an expert in finding the way where there is no way. I found a way to tame the Atlantic and turn it to money-making machine. What about your decision? Tell us what you have done. Don't retire diamond and gold. Why certain that Nigerians should elect him if they want to become rich? Tinubu said his administration will make it a priority to make the socio-economic lives of Nigerians better. He said, I believe the children of Boli and Granite sellers should become doctors, engineers, nurses, etc. That was why I started the payment of WAEC fees for their children as governor in Lagos. If you want to become rich, elect me. If you say I should go and retire, it means you want to retire diamond and gold. Edo people, I'm telling you, like I say, everywhere in Nigeria, elect me. I laugh in Spanish. So my good people, we are coming to the end of this broadcast. If you have never subscribed, endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that we notify you time we go live or post something new on this channel or another channel related to Kute Daily Talk. I have said earlier that I will make this broadcast a very quick one, but it have taken me long because of the things I'm seeing, because of the experience I've had in this life. It made me get very, very angry. But notwithstanding, we move. So subscribe. Make sure you share and make this video, let it go viral. I am signing out. May the Almighty Chukwuka bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. May the Almighty Chukwuka at the same time bless you in the Eke, bless you in the Ori, bless you in Afo, and also bless you in Nkwo. And that is how I will end this broadcast. Can I hear the house say, He say, and so shall it be.